Shame can keep us stuck replaying the past, feeling like we're not enough. If you've ever felt a sense of self-loathing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And when you start to try to do the work of healing from your trauma, in facing those triggers and your behavior and reactions to those triggers, it can provoke immense amounts of shame. So it's a great idea to create a foundation of grace so that you can combat that shame and move through and into healing. So let's dive more into that. First and foremost, if you've gone through trauma, especially if it started in early childhood, and even more so if it was repetitive, it can leave you feeling like you're beyond repair, like you're broken. And shame can then make you feel like you're unworthy and like you're defined by your past experiences, like you'll never get past that. I totally understand. I spent years in my thoughts feeling like I was different from everybody else in a negative way, feeling alone and like I couldn't trust anyone else. I used to call it kind of my emotional island. I didn't share anything that would be vulnerable with anyone else. But healing starts when we learn to extend first grace to ourselves and then start to trust others to extend it to us. So, grace is a framework, G being give. Give first to yourself before you give to others. Like oxygen on an airplane, the flight attendant will tell you that if the plane should lose air pressure, the oxygen mask's going to drop from the ceiling. Put it over your face first before you put it over anyone else's face. And the reality is if you're unconscious, you can't help anyone else. The same is true in life, that if we give first to ourselves, then we can give to others out of a space of abundance. R is respect. Respect what you've been through, because it definitely has an impact and you're still trying to address it. That takes immense courage. Viktor Frankl said an abnormal response to an abnormal situation is normal. So any of those adaptive behaviors, no matter how negative they seem, they're adaptive. A is acceptance. Accept where you are at any given time, whether you're triggered, you're feeling upset, isolated, or you're in a good place. Be accepting without judgment of where you are. And then C, compassion. Speak as kindly to yourself as you would to somebody else. And E is every day. Every day is a new day. Don't take yesterday's experiences, yesterday's mistakes into today. Let it be a fresh new day to create a foundation of grace. I personally, like I said, I felt very alone in my experience. I didn't trust anyone else. I only shared stuff that was historical that I felt like I'd worked through, so it wasn't vulnerable, until I made a friend who really showed me that she sincerely cared about what was going on with me and that she could be trusted. Now, I'm not going to say I immediately trusted her. I realized I had a decision to make. I could continue to live on my island by myself and not really fully heal, or I could begin to take risks and trust others and start to move forward, which is what I did. If you've been carrying shame, I want you to know that you're not alone. I have a ton of content on my website at www.resolvetorise.com, including a free companion guide that you can sign up for and get immediately that will walk you through identifying the symptoms of shame, impacts of trauma, dissociation, all of those things, and how you move forward through that into healing. And know that it's a process, that you're not alone, that there are many others out there that are going through it with you.